Shalom. I want to give all praises, all honor, and all glory unto Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors unto our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom, Wakasadyam, Wabarakim. I want to say peace, mercy, and blessings to all the hopeful elect out there, all of the Quanium, Wa'akim, the elders, to the brothers, to the brotherhood, the men that are laboring, pushing this truth wherever you may be scattered. All right. The true name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh, which means he exists or he is to be. The true name of the Son is Yahweh Shai, which means he's the deliverer, And I say true name because in the world, they might say God or Jesus Christ or Jehovah or Yeshua. These are not the correct names. We are, like I said, Hebrew Israelites, so we speak Hebrew and the Paleo-Hebrew or Ancient Hebrew at that, also called the Lashawan Kodash, which is the holy tongue or the pure tongue, and there's 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, Today we're being called so-called Black, Native American, Seminole Indian, Latin, Hispanic, but we're the people that make up the lost 12 tribes of Israel. So-called white man, they're not white, they're red. They are the Idumeans, according to the Holy Bible. All right, and this is going to be pretty much news and prophecy update in the news. This is an article from naturalnews.com. It says crime is killing brick and mortar stores, because there's going to come a time where all these stores, these grocery stores, these marts, gas stations, etc., they're not going to have shit in them. They're going to be ransacked. They're going to be shut down. They're going to be picked apart. Shit is going to be everywhere, like a scene from the movie World War Z. All right. So it says crime in Babylon is completely out of control. And this is according to the design of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, because the Most High is punishing this place for its pride. Okay? Let's get that in 2nd Esdras 15 and verse 18. This is 2nd Esdras chapter 15 and verse 18. For because of their pride, okay? This is a very prideful, boastful ass place, and the people here, the men, women, children, he, they, them, everybody's prideful, It says, this is the etymology dictionary for pride, a verb. It says congratulate oneself, be proud, indulge in self-esteem, be arrogant, haughtily, be or become arrogant or haughty, and that's the average American says unreasonable self-esteem, especially as one of the deadly sins, haughtiness or overbearing treatment of others, pomp, love of display. So you can say overbearing, severe oppression of others, and oppression is cruel abuse of authority. All right, and the Israelite, man, we go through that shit every day here, man. It's a very prideful as place against our God, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, our power, and against the Israelite man. Okay, 2nd Esdras 15 verse 18. For because of their pride, because of this, the haughtiness, the haughty spirits, the arrogant spirits, man. People having very high esteem in themselves, not caring about what the Most High thinks, and being in a do as thou wilt spirit, blaspheming the Most High. All right, so because of these things, you can't forget Pride Month, for because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled. Okay, it's gonna be troubled, man. And it's gonna be troubled in various ways. Okay, it's gonna be troubled through the crime rate. It's going to be troubled through drug infestation and drug abuse, drug addicts, People strung out, people looking for drugs, people stealing Cadillac converter off cars because they need a fix. You know, famine. You know, pestilence. Okay, it says the houses shall be destroyed and men shall be afraid. Not the houses. It's going that could go into a literal house or what a storehouse, a store. Okay, it says crime in Babylon is completely out of control. Since looting is legal in Sorrow's back blue cities, pretty much is legal. Places like San Fran, New York, California, those are, San Fran, NYC, those are pretty much blue cities. And what do you see there? A lot of ransacking of these stores, man. Down there in Philly too, right? Countless stores and businesses are fleeing, right? And that's creating pretty much a food desert. And guess who neighborhood is creating a food desert in? Right? You guessed it. It's creating a food desert in the neighborhood of you ninjas. Okay, you so-called Hispanics, right? It says countless stores and businesses are fleeing. This is also occurring with the most basic stores such as pharmacies and groceries. So pharmacies closing down. People ain't gonna be able to get their fix, man. People ain't gonna be able to get their prescriptions. Countless stores have begun locking up their inventory, and shoppers must flag down an associate to purchase low-cost items. It got so bad, I forget. Actually, let me see if I can find it. I know it's from a few days ago, but I saw an article from, I believe it was End Time Headlines, where they're actually locking up tissue paper. I think they're locking up tissue paper in D.C. That's how bad it get, man. Let me see if I can find that, man. If not, then, it is what it is, but... Okay, this is an older article, but it's still relevant to right now, because of the crime. All right, and I saw this recently. I believe I saw it on End Time Headlines. I could be wrong. It says the Economic Times. Shops in the U.S. are locking up everyday items like toothpaste, deodorant, and tissue. Why? Because of crime. People just running in there and taking what they want. And I witnessed this twice, I believe, at a Walgreens and at a Rite Aid. I was just going in there just to grab a few things. And as I'm going in, you got motherfuckers running out with pillowcases full of shit, bags full of shit. It's just a snatch and run, This is also occurring with the most basic stores, such as pharmacies and groceries. Countless stores have begun locking up their inventory, and shoppers must flag down an associate to purchase low-cost items. Now, we're dealing with the devil here, man. And he has an agenda. He has plans on the chalkboard. He has something called order ab chaos, which means, through chaos, we're going to bring out a form of order. So they're allowing this chaos to ensue so they can introduce biometric systems, a new way to pay, which will be the charagma from Revelation 13 on down. Okay? They do not even do this in third world countries. All right? As the issue here is psychological. Yeah. There's heavy psychological warfare on the citizens of Babylon. Okay? Through music, through definitely the media. CNN, Fox, ABC, your radio, movies. It says crime and not creative destruction will be the end of brick and mortar stores, and everybody's taking their business online. And we saw that happen during the pandemic. Before the pandemic, there was something going on called in a retail apocalypse, where all these different retail stores were shutting down. But now it's getting worse because there's a lot of theft, and that's going to result in food deserts, what's going to result in famine. It's going to result in people not being able to get the prescriptions and medications that they used to be getting. You know, it's going to have a domino effect, man. Yahweh Shem Shai is bringing this place to its knees. It's like a slow torture before the nukes come. Okay. One pharmacy in Washington, D.C. has resorted to arranging pictures of products on their shelves. One social media user showed that even toilet paper, yeah, this is what I was talking about, is missing from the shelves, replaced with a framed picture of the product. And you remember going back to the scamdemic, you know, what were people doing? People were fucking stockpiling toilet paper, stockpiling Lifestyle, different wipes and things of that nature. Okay? It says the workers at these locations cannot personally shop for each customer, and people are refraining from in-person shopping in general. Okay? Around 70% of the U.S. population shops online, you know, Amazon, eBay, you know, Temu, you know, spending on average $3,428 per year. This figure will likely rise as it is simply not possible to shop in physical stores amid this intense crime rate. Now, you know, that's pretty much all I'm going to get from this article. Let's get the scriptures, man. Let's get the scriptures, all right? This is 2nd Ezra chapter 6 and verse 22. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. Now, you know, of course, this is talking about a field, right? Because you need a farmer, and the farmer needs seeds, and then the farmer has to sow those seeds. You know, then you plant and you grow crops, and then from there, you know, the farmer's market goes into the stores. Okay, but what this is saying, it's obvious like Yahweh Shem Yoshai is gonna, you know, bring a famine, bring a drought. All right. Bring a scarcity of food, scarcity of water. Okay? And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty, because that's how it goes. It goes from the sower, which will be the farmer, and all right, and the farmer bring it or puts it, all right, in your grocery stores. Okay? And there's a whole lot of food plants and factories that have been burning down since the scamdemic. Okay, a lot of shit is just burning down, man. You know, and it's gonna come a time where these different stores, markets, you know, Rite Aid, Walgreens, etc., you know, they ain't gonna have shit in them because they only have I believe like a 3-day supply of materials in there anyway, as it is. You see. So this is Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 1. It says, remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth. Right? You got to remember Yahweh Shem Yoshai. Okay? While the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. And that's during a time of famine, during a time of, you know, all hell breaking loose, shit hitting the fan, you know, people ain't gonna have no pleasure in them, you know. So it's like now's the time to seek Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay? Seek him early, not rather than later. While the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. Verse 3, or tree. All three of y'all. All right. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the keepers of the house, who will be these, you know, people who watch the stock market, top economists, top bankers, you know, people who watch trends, you know, different spending habits, people who work at these banks and they see what's going on with the economy. They're trembling because they see that this place is collapsing. You know, they're closing banks left and right. People having their accounts closed, you know, due to scamming and various other regions. Okay? It says, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease, because they are few, right? So the economy ultimately is going to collapse. And the grinding is, people working, people hustling, people getting their grind on. That's going to cease. You got a lot of people getting laid off. You have robots that are taking people's jobs. It says, because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be dark and right. And those that look out the window, meaning people that are looking out, and they don't see it ending. They don't see a future for this place. You're gonna have reverse migration from this bitch. People that crossed the border, they thought they were gonna come over here and, have a shot at the good old American dream. They're gonna say this shit ain't worth it. They're gonna go back. Okay, and the doors shall be shut in the streets. That's right. These stores, they're gonna close due to crime and other various reasons. Due to bankruptcy. When the sound of the grinding is low, it's gonna be like that movie Songbird out here. Nobody gonna be working. People gonna be shut up in their homes. And he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and that's your alarm clock. And all the daughters of music shall be brought low. Let's not talk about that. The sexy reds and all that. We'll be here all night. So that's that article. I have another one here. This is from shithitthefanplan.com. Okay. North Korea threatens the U.S. with overwhelming response. Okay. After accusing the U.S. of wanting to plan an armed invasion, North Korea promised an overwhelming response. This military action threat is in response to the U.S. and South Korea's unveiling of a new deterrent strategy aimed at the DPRK, Democratic People's Republic of Korea. Pyongyang is claiming that the U.S. has escalated the nuclear threat on the Korean Peninsula. That's right. All right. Let's get this third wool popping. This is Jeremiah chapter 50 and 22, right? And I'm reading from the Bible Hub, and this shows you the different translations of the scripture you're looking at, right? So the NIV, the noise of battle is in the land, the noise of great destruction. Okay. Christian Standard Bible, the sound of war is in the land, and crushing low. So there's wars, there's rumors of wars, there's the sound of wars. That's all you keep hearing about, man. Why? Because that is what awaits this place. War, destruction, to be invaded, Red Dawn. Okay? But wait, there's more. Okay? This is going to be nuclear this time. This is from the book of Isaiah chapter 9 and verse 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise, and garments rolled in blood. But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. But this war, this third world's war, this third woe, this war to end all wars, is going to be waged with nuclear weaponry, nuclear technology. It's going to bring nuclear destruction to different parts of the earth, man. Mainly Babylon the Great and the neighboring cities, just like Sodom and Gomorrah in the neighboring cities. Okay? In the comments carried by the state-run Korean Central News Agency on Thursday, a Pyongyang military spokesperson responded to high-level talks between Washington and Seoul earlier this week. The actions of the U.S. military officials in the puppet area clearly show that the main culprit causing the escalation of the situation on the Korean Peninsula is none other than, you guessed it, the whore. All right? Read Revelation 17, man. The whore that sitteth upon many waters. All right? Spreading her cheeks. All right? And letting everybody in. Excuse me for being lewd. But that's what this place is like until look at the border crisis. It says, as its followers, the statement said, referring to the meetings in the South Korean capital, the spokesperson went on to say that North Korea would develop more offensive and responsive capabilities and pure, visible, strategic, deterrent military actions, right? And let's get one more, man. One more, David. Insider. All right. This is from War News 247, which I believe is a Greek website, so you got to go on Google, because Google is going to translate the website to English. All right, and just look what's going on, because we haven't been hearing about, what's been happening with Ukraine. You really got to keep your eyes on the Middle East, because that's where shit is going to end up. Anyway, this prophecy says multitudes, multitudes, multitudes in the valley of decision, right? But there's still shit popping off between Gog and Magog and Ukraine, which is Ezekiel 38, so, and then you have, guys like Nate or Nathaniel 7 of the IUIC who says that's going to happen in the kingdom. No, it's happening right now. The Most High is putting hooks in the jaws of Gog and Magog right now and turning them back, okay? It says the myth of German tanks is gone, all right? The Russians destroyed 12 Leopard and 2 in 7 days. Okay. Disappointment in Germany, concern in NATO. Ukrainian surprise attack on Gorlovka, distraction to rescue off Divka. Russian defensive breach for the first time since 2014. All right. Strategic, and I'm just reading the different articles here. Strategic defeat in Kiev. Russians captured Stepovo and entered Avdiivka from the north as well. Crash of Ukrainian TT formations with Bradley Leopard. So there's a slaughtering going over there that you're not hearing about. Nightmare winter coming to Ukraine. 1,500 Russian missiles target energy infrastructure. Russia rapidly increases stockpiles. Okay. Israeli air defense saturation. The Houthis hit Eilat with a ballistic missile for the first time. Next, target your ships. Says the earth shook in Ukraine. Scientists there are radioactive particles as far as England. Russia hit depleted uranium warehouses. Yeah, man, so there's a lot going on. As the parable in Matthew says, when the put forth leaves, you know that summer is there nigh. So we know the end is very nigh. So hey, all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Because the Lord said, behold, I come quickly and my reward is with me, man. So I'm just getting a few more, man. I'm getting out of work and kind of tired. This is Mark 13 and verse 7. And when ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, be ye not troubled, for such things must needs be, but the end is not yet right. So the true believers are not going to be troubled. They're rather going to be excited, and it's going to boost faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushai, because we understand, as sheep, the scripture says, my sheep hear my voice and they follow me. So we understand that as sheep, and some of us has become shepherds ourselves, meaning we're teaching. We understand that these things mean Yahushua is on the way. So while the doors of mercy are still open, practice the spirit of repenting, forgiving, loving thy neighbor as thyself, maintaining, having a good name, fasting, giving attendance to reading, studying, Verse 8, for nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be earthquakes in diverse places, right? There's all sorts of earthquakes going on right now, all sorts of volcano eruptions going on right now, right? And there shall be famines, scarcity of food, droughts. You could throw droughts in there too, lack of water, and troubles. So you could throw in uproars of the people. It's written in 2 Esdras 9. These are the beginning of sorrows. All of these are the beginning of birthing pains, man. You know, this hell that's coming upon the earth is likened unto a woman, you know, in labor. When pains come past her womb, she get those contractions, the water break, you know, she feels all the pain of that baby coming out of her, you know. But that's what this is likened unto, man. So with that, you know, I'm going to end it. You know, I pray that this has been edifying. Quick news update. You know, I want to say all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors unto my apostles and elders of Great Millstone. I want to say shalom to the elect.